How's it going, everybody? This is Golden Bolt, and welcome to the 16th Let's Play to begin on the channel, Fantasy Life. Now, this, in my humble opinion, is probably the best game the 3DS has ever seen, and might just be one of the greatest games ever made, to be totally honest with you. I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. You're a Pokemon player. Primarily, wouldn't one of your favorite games be a Pokemon game? Well, yes, but I've always been a little bit more than just a Pokemon Let's Player. If you look back at my channel history, Fantasy Life is an incredible game, in my opinion. I have beaten it one time fully, and I am so excited to bring you this game. If you've been a fan of anything I've done before in the past, you're going to absolutely love this adventure. You're going to absolutely love this game. It's fantastic. Let's begin. Now, in any old RPG, you couldn't go wrong without creating your character, so I think I'm going to do... based on myself here, based on kind of that character you may have seen in the thumbnail there that I had designed myself. Now, this is exactly kind of what my character used to look like in the original game, and so I have a hard time not playing as it. I don't exactly remember what I'm not a ginger. I have, is it pale gold? Honey, I believe, yeah, that's more my hair color. So we're gonna go with that, and then you can customize just about anything here. I believe these are the eyes I tend to choose. Sapphire, yeah, we'll see if there's other eye options here, but you can really kind of let your heart kind of just design whatever character you want, and that's one of the really cool immersive parts about this game. Something that I wish a lot more games would do, honestly. So I think those eyes on the front page were the ones that I'm gonna go with. I like them a lot, and that is what my main character tended to have. Oblong eyes, so we're gonna go with that. Eyebrows, they're kind of hidden there. My nose is probably okay. Snooty, I'll go with a little bit of a pointy nose, and we can see what it looks like there. I think that looks pretty good. We can adjust it too. You can always make your nose bigger, smaller. You can give yourself a tiny nose, but I think I'm just gonna go with the standard there. Can't go wrong there. You're starting to come together, everybody. Now, for people who don't know, I have pretty big ears, but the ears in this game are nuts. Like, I'm just gonna go with regular, typical ears. This is a Fantasy Life after all. You can't go wrong there. You gotta design your character to be how you'd want him to look. I tend to do that a lot. A lot of people I know say that I do that smirk pretty often. I'm actually gonna go back to the eyes here and see if I can get a better color. Sapphire's a little dark for me, so let's go with Blue Opal. That looks better, and yeah, let's. A lot of people say that I have that I do that side smirk a lot. My character does it pretty often, so we're gonna go with that. And I think he's looking pretty good, guys. And now we can listen to the voice. We can match to what I actually sound like. What? Yes, I think that. Let's tap on this again. That's pretty low to my voice, I'd say. Heroic. I love that one, Wild. And I think these are a lot cool. You know what? I'm gonna be heroic. Why the heck not? This is a game about fantasy here, and I'm gonna use my real name. Haven't done that in an LP for a little while, but you gotta make it immersive, you know? Confirm. Yes. And yes, there is online play, and that will be incorporated into the LP. Don't you worry about it. And now here's one of the main parts about this game, is choosing a life. Now, without getting too much into it, because the game will talk about it a lot, there are a variety of different classes you can choose from, being fighting classes, which are these top rows. And don't worry, because you will eventually be able to play as any class. These are gathering classes here, and these are crafting classes. Now, a lot of people tend to stick with a fighting class to start. But F that, I want to be a fisherman and wear a cool fish hat. Look at that beautiful hat. Grab your trusty fishing rod and traverse the land in search of a fishing spot. Gotta catch 'em all. Alright, I'm ready to be the world's greatest fisherman. Look at that hat. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to do this game right now, guys. Let's get into it. Reveria. It is a land of peace, magic, and dreams. I used to look down on Reveria from the clouds, but now I look up to that same sky. And we'll make that show up a little faster. The moon lives behind the dream-filled haze of night. Reverians refer to the moon as Lunaris. When the curtain of shadows falls, Lunaris bathes all of Reveria in pools of shimmering silver light. At the break of dawn, a call will go out to a new hero, a hero who now tosses and turns in an uneasy dream. This hero will choose between the sword and the wand. Perhaps this hero will select the needle over the axe, or the rod over the bow, like some people. A hero may forge legendary weapons, wield an epic blade, or brew magical potions. The choices are many. Perhaps this hero will sew, or saw, or perhaps this hero will sew and saw while on a seesaw. Ha! Sorry, I thought that was kind of funny, but all of this grand speech weighs on me after a while. Anyway, I think I see the first light of the sunrise. Let's find out if our hero is ready to awaken. I think it's time for your story to begin. Our fantasy life. That's the kind of humor you can expect from the characters in this game. If you like Paper Mario humor, Mario and Luigi, you're gonna feel right at home here. But I definitely suggest picking this game up, playing it alongside me. It's fantastic. Oh my stars, are you okay? What happened? What's going on here? Should I call for someone? No, I'm alright. I was dozing downstairs and I heard an awful ruckus up here. Are you hurt? My boy, I'm sorry. I just came barging in, but I thought maybe one of those falling stones crashed onto the roof. But it looks like everything is okay. Did you fall out of bed? I bet you are having an intense dream. Yeah, I guess so. You poor thing. Was it scary? Whenever I have a scary dream, I'm up for weeks. Up for weeks? You're up for weeks for one dream? That would bother me so much, Pam. It was only funny because I see that you're okay now, of course. Oh, congratulations, by the way. I heard you finally chose a life for yourself. Yep, I decided to get out of bed and get a life. Have you checked the mailbox? I don't think you got your letter from the king yet. Now, not that I peeked. That's illegal, Pam. I don't mean to be nosy. It just kind of goes with the life of being a landlady, I suppose. A life I couldn't pick. I would love to be a landlord. Freaking evacuate people who tick me off. Man, if there was a Chatod type character around here, I would evacuate the crap out of him. But yeah, pretty nice little house we have here, right? Let's go outside, Castell Square. Oh, wait. Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. We see the mailman, but yeah, oh wait, that's our house. You see Pam down there. Nice shot, man. What an arm for the mailman. Nope, we live in an attic. We live in a freaking attic. Over here, dear. It's right in the mailbox. I saw the royal seal on the envelope. And yes, we can check the mailbox here because we live in the freaking attic. What a life it already is. What have we done wrong to live in the attic? It's not even like a spare room or anything. Letter from the king. Let's open that. Dear Tommy, once you have received your license, I would request your presence at the royal court. King Eric of Castell. Okay, Castell, however you say it. I tend to probably go back and forth. Talk to Pam. Pam, I got a letter. The letter from the king marks the beginning of your new life. Oh, this is all so exciting. To start a new life. How wonderful for you. It makes me think back to when... I need to get a hold of myself, and you need to get a license before you report to the king. How do I do that? Pop into the guild office and pick up your license before you make your way to the castle. Now, the guild office is just over there, see? And so guild offices are kind of a main central hub. Think of a guild office as almost a little bit like a Pokemon Center in this game. Your next objective will be displayed, yeah, we can always see what's going on. The game will always be telling you where to go, where your current quest is, but that's a lot. You seem nervous. Or, well, maybe it's just me. I'm so excited for you. Oh, you're such a nice landlady. Here, take a piece of my candy. No, I insist. It will help you calm in front of the king. Wow, episode 1 and we're already meeting the king? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Obtain Pam's candy. Just pop it in your pouch, dearie. That way you'll have easy access to it no matter where you are. And yeah, we have a pouch that kind of is like a really quick access to items that we can set to the pouch. Go on. The king won't wait all day, you know. Don't forget to stop at the guild office first. Alright, prologue! Welcome to Reveria, because I haven't been living here at all, especially not in Pam's attic. I get welcome to the world now that I decided to get out of bed and get a life, but as I was saying, here's your pouch here. You have access to 8 items that we'll get into later because, well, we'll get bombarded with items, especially as a fisherman and angler. But yeah, we can check out the menu real quick. All that we've really got capable of holding now is a dagger, but that'll change in due time. I will pick up a combat life pretty soon. A lot of this is probably pretty quick coming at you, but I promise it'll make sense in time. So we can view our items here. Skills we'll get into later. Licenses, we're going to go get one now. Status, you can see where we're at in terms of like our health and all that. Attack, defense, things we'll get into later, of course. Bliss is something we'll get into later also. as our skills and all of that. But yeah, without waiting too much longer, we have to go to the guild. But yes, this is Castell. You can hold the B button, by the way, and you'll do a run, and you don't even have to move. You don't even have to use the freaking D-pad, and also you can sneak, which is appropriate if you're playing a sneaky person. Well, hello, gentlemen. My brother and I have always been masters of wrongdoing, but that's in the past now. Mostly. Oh, Pierre. I see how people judge me and bro, but we're honest citizens. We pick up litter, you know. Oh, good for you. It looks like this is a very litter-ridden town, so I see your value in doing that. Let's stop by the guild office, shall we? We need to get a license to be a fisherman. Oh yeah, the guild office music. All right, this is the guild master here. He'll involve a lot of different things whenever you're switching your life, all that sort of stuff. Things we'll get into later here, but for right now, the guild master needs to give us our license to become the proper fisherman. Well, laddie, you sure did take your sweet time getting here, eh? You're Tommy, right? Here's your novice license. Don't lose it. I don't want to have to do all the paperwork again. Don't worry, it kind of stays in my inventory forever. But yes, we're an angler now. Novice angler. I've caught 0 fish in my entire life, but I'm ready to go do it to make a living. Received angler license from the guildmaster. A pretty unorthodox thing to start off with, but you know what? Why follow the norm? Since you're here, read this. It explains everything you need to know about these licenses. Pay close attention now. Repeating things makes my sciatica flare up. Okay, okay. Your vocation is known as your life. To begin a new life, you must obtain your license, as I was saying earlier. Each life is governed by a separate master. After getting a license, speak to the master of your chosen life. They will teach you essential skills. Fishing skills! Your rank will rise as you complete certain life achievements. So the more fish you catch, the more missions you do under the angler life, you'll get better at it, pretty much. Each life comes with a separate set of skills to learn. However, even if you switch your life, you can continue to use the skills you learned in a previous life. For example, say we were a hunter. They use bow and arrows. Instead of focusing on bow and arrows, we could switch to a hunter class to use a bow and arrow to fight out in the wild instead of the one dagger that we're limited to using. And we'd be able to do that even if we were focusing on the angler life. Get out of my way! I don't want any trouble, just let me fly by here. I got a better idea, little butterfly. How's about we play a game? This is a game called You Ain't Going Anyways. Just leave me alone. Sounds like trouble outside of the square. Yeah, that's about the way of it these days. Oh, good to know that even as a humble fisherman, I must save the day per usual. God, can't Golden Bowl get a break? Always gotta be saving the freaking day. These guys are messing with a butterfly or something. Hey, it's those chumps I talked to earlier. Now don't worry, we won't hurt you much. Please, just let me go. Think you can flutter away after what you said? What did I say? And this is a talking butterfly too. It's, well, you know, fantasy life. I guess it fits in. I don't remember now. But I think it was insulting. I was only responding to your little comment about putting me on a display case. That wasn't very nice. I'm not just some regular old butterfly you can turn into a brooch or a hat pin. You probably shouldn't give us ideas. We're quite aware of how special a talking butterfly is. I think I've kind of switched their voices up a lot. Butch is gonna have a very voice, and I think Pierre's gonna be stuck to like either a New Yorker kind of voice, or I'll give him he's kind of French though, so maybe he'll be like, But butterfly wings really aren't even feeling, you know, and they're high in trans fats. Don't be a fool. We're going to eat you. We're going to sell you and make a tidy sum of dosh. Dosh is the money in this game. With that dosh, we shall purchase a grand feast. One feast for butterfly wings? You can tell these guys aren't exactly right in the head. Hey, you there, friend. Tell these guys, why they can't do that. Help the talking butterfly? I'm just observing. That's all. Really? Well, I can't really blame you, I guess. Why get involved in the inconsequential affairs of those in need of help? Wow, what a burn. I'm trying to take the day off. I saved the world like freaking 15 times. I'll do my best as a fragile butterfly to deal with these large and intimidating ruffians on my own. Oh my, and now this butterfly has the gall to label us as ruffians. Yeah, you're going to see how ruffians we can get. What? Oh, I don't like where the situation is going. Hey, you there. Actually, I think I could really use your help. Alright, I'll help you out. I'll walk over here and push A. My friend, please just go along your business and leave us to deal with this quarrelsome insect. Listen, man, me and my giant poofy hair heard you messing with this butterfly, and I guess I just have to help people. Just how it is, and you nosy observant type.
I'll ask you once more to leave us be. This doesn't concern you. A man must be free to enrich himself as he sees fit. Either through work, art, or the acquisition of doss.
Or fishing. I guess what is that, a work or an art? I think it's both, man. Fishing is a beautiful sport.
Speaking of acquisitioning dosh, if you're just gonna watch, you should pay the price of admission.
There's no price of admission to watching you pick on a bug. That's literally messed up. You can earn dosh in a variety of ways. Dosh can be earned by defeating enemies in battle or by selling items you pick up on your adventures, like fish. You can buy items in exchange for dosh, you know, just like real life.
So friend, just as Butch said here, how about you give us all your dosh and we'll be on our merry way.
I literally just got out of bed and decided to have a life today. I don't think that works, Pierre. I'm not even supposed to know. Are you trying to rob me right now in front of this bird and butterfly?
Hey Pierre, I ain't seen nothing like it. This kid is walking around with no dosh.
I'm poor, I live in an attic.
What? I am incredulous. Incredulous, I say I am.
I live in an attic, dude.
How do you expect to get about this world with no dosh lining your pockets? This doshless hobo.
Hobo? I live in an attic. Oh, look at this.
Aha, I knew you must have something on you.
Ain't no dosh, it's candy. Don't take my landlady's candy. She's such a sweet lady. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. Hand it over. Really? You're gonna steal my candy?
This should teach you to mind your own affairs, and for the love of Reveria, make some dosh. Yeah, make some dosh. That's my bro's credo. It's pretty good, but I got my very own credo. My credo is buckets. You remember that one, kid?
Buckets. Okay. I'll do my best to keep that one in mind, Butch. Ooh, thanks for getting those guys off my back. I'm doing research on all the life choices here in Reveria, so I've been asked a lot of questions. I'm sure you've been asked a lot more questions than just like, what are the life choices? You're kind of a talking butterfly. Those two were being so rude, so I asked, which life did you two select? Let me guess, Nimrod or was it Nincompoop? Dang! That's a sick burn! Guess I didn't care too much for that. Ha! Maybe I should have kept quiet, but I just couldn't help it. Anyway, I really owe you one. Thanks again. Well, I'm headed to the castle. I still have more research to do. Maybe I'll see you around. How convenient, talking butterfly. I am also headed to the castle to go talk about being a fisherman. Due north, right? Yep, and there's the beautiful castle of Castell. Yeah, I know. The Castell Castle. Castile Castle? Castell. Farewell, then. And good luck with your life. Thank you. It's like in Kingdom Hearts when they say heart in all caps. What do you gotta say over here, lady? Did kind lady just observe all that happening? They claim they're picking up rubbish, but they're really picking pockets. Wow. The sickest rap verse I've ever heard. Hello, bird. This guy just doesn't give a crap. He's just Fernando and Celine. You guys on a date? We're currently halfway through a round-the-world trip. Reveria is bigger than I ever imagined. Of the places we visited, Castell is surely my favorite. It's so quaint. It's pretty extravagant. Hello, that's how we say hello in Port Puerto. Don't you love learning about the new cultures? Ah, Port Puerto. Sounds like a very, very awesome place. But anyway, we gotta go see the king. It's episode 1. We gotta see the freaking king, man. We're already there. I'm already that important. I got a novice fisherman's license and I'm ready to meet royalty. Hello, minister. Welcome to Castell Castle. The king is currently receiving an audience in the royal court. His Majesty is most gracious to his subjects, but please be quiet as a mark of respect. I like how my voices tend to develop as I talk because I never really did a voice of the minister when I played this before. Yeah, salute, halt, I'm sorry to inform you. The royal court has a dress code that's enforced at all times. Thank you for going to the great lengths of putting on a pair of trousers. Formal attire is required at all times. The king is in there, for goodness sake. You can't go in there looking like you just fell out of bed. There are rules, you know. I literally did just fall out of bed. I live in an attic. At least put on a tie or something. Show the king some respect. But that's not fair. Please, keep your voice down, butterfly. But you just have to let me see the king. I mean, if a butterfly is gonna see the king, I'm surely okay, right? Let's go help the butterfly. This freaking butterfly. Oh, hello again. I see you two know each other? Yeah, this is my friend. When people help each other out, they have things like friends, you meanie. I can assure you that I am no meanie. I'm sorry, but we just do not allow insects at the royal court. What if an ant was sneaking in? Would you guys kick him out? Would you guys literally go through the lengths of kicking him out? The king is a very busy man. I'm sorry, but I must ask you to leave now. Alright. Sorry, butterfly. I can't get in because I'm not wearing a tie, but I am wearing pants, which is more than you're doing. He's prejudiced against butterflies. Oh, wow. Can you believe that in this day and age? They probably didn't let you go see the king because of the way you're dressed, huh? Yeah, actually, more prejudice. How can people get so I mean, that kind of makes sense. You even have a personal invitation from the king. Oh, this all makes me so... Hey, wait a second. I think I know how to get us both inside the royal court. Want to try something sneaky? Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm a fisherman. They do sneaky stuff, right? I haven't had much practice hitting a moving target, so stand still. And then they fused into one. Voila! You've heard of a bow tie. Well, say hello to the world's first butter tie. Oh, Butterfly, you are genius. Oh, Butterfly. Well, now I'm wearing a tie that's definitely not a bug. I'm sure I could go in to see the king, right, guys? Halt in the name of the king. I will not let you tell you again that your outfit is not... Dude, I'm wearing a flashy, shiny, talking bow tie that's definitely a butterfly. It's the prettiest bow tie I've ever laid eyes on. It's so fetching. Are you hitting on a butterfly? You should have worn that earlier. Such a splendid piece of finery. It's a pass to roam the castle. Go on. He's like, please get the F in there. It's a little lively, but go on ahead. I'm glad that everybody around here doesn't think anything. Psst, I can't believe it really worked. Way to play it cool. Now just stride in there like you've belonged this entire time. I didn't play it cool. My voice says I'm heroic, not cool. Butterfly. Well, it's been some lengths to get in to see the freaking king, but I guess it's good enough time as any. Hello, King. Oh, you're short.
Well, you certainly took your time in responding to my summons. I'm sorry if I inconvenienced you at all.
No. After all, I, Eric, 11th King of Castell, am only the ruler of our entire realm. Sure, let me wait.
I asked for so little.
You are so little.
Anyway, so it is my royal duty to explain to you how all citizens choose a life they wish to pursue. As King Eric, your rightful, kind, and loving ruler, allow me to congratulate you on this auspicious day. After all, it's not every day that we are graced by the presence of a young, fisherman. Sorry, which life did you choose? I forgot what they said in the morning briefing. Oh, Eric, honestly, can you just pretend to be even the slightest bit interested? What, I can't be expected to remember every
Oh, doesn't matter. So may the life you have chosen lead you to glory, fame, success, and all that good stuff. Got it? I will catch all the fish. Worry not, King Eric. I will make you proud. Is this king a little boy? I'm sorry, what was that? Now you're mumbling to yourself? My speeches are so boring. Is that it? I like a lad who isn't afraid to show his feelings. A refreshing change from the common lickspittle. Allow me to introduce my wife, Queen Ophelia. And he's married? I don't think I want to be here anymore. The way they do things is weird. Your hard work in your new life will be great benefit and I didn't even do anything yet. I crawled out of bed and stopped a butterfly from getting its wings ripped off. She smells like a meadow in springtime. I like her. Wow, that's very specific, Butterfly. The reluctantly smiling young lady to my right is... absent. It's like that pretty lady over there who's just standing like, oh god. That paladin. The girl is shameless when it comes to openly defying my orders. I told her, stay in the castle. Doesn't she know that children are supposed to listen to their parents? Sounds like the princess is a real wild streak. Yeah, disobeying her parents, what a rebel. As a subject of mine, I ask that you conduct yourself with dignity of all times. I'm a subject. I'm a fisherman. I live by my own rules. I'm gonna get a fancy fish hat. Gather much dosh if you so wish. Pursue a life filled with bliss if you so desire. Another important capital-lettered word. Or just collect dandelion puffs until you keel over. It's up to you. Knock yourself out. And he does not lie. That's the kind of game we're playing here, ladies and gentlemen. All who reside in our great land of Reveria are free to live however they see fit. Tommy the angler will follow a singular path heretofore uncharted since the first sunrise. Please accept these gifts from the royal family as a token of our happiness for your future prosperity. Got 300 dash. The world map, another pretty important thing, and we would also like to provide you with a basic set of novice armor for your life. Try it on, please. Okay, there it is. I look so hot. Look at my fish hat. Yeah. Wow, Tommy, you really scored here. I know. Look at my fish hat. So yeah, we can change weapons, armor, defensive items, all that in the menu that I described earlier. Changing your equipped items. Hopefully this makes a little bit more sense now if you're not used to this sort of thing. When you select menu, yeah, you can check out items, raise your parameters, something we'll get into later, of course, when we level up. How's that for even the slightest bit interested? Very impressive, darling, thank you. Good to know the king still got it. Now, on to our next matter of business. As you may or may not know, in Reveria we offer a master for each life. This will be your mentor. You'll begin as a novice under the tutelage of a master, and that is how it has always been done. Once you have earned your I like how that's the reasoning. They're just like, hey man, we've done this forever, that's just the rules. Your life does not change, just your rank. With hard work, you may achieve the level of master yourself. Who knows? You may even surpass it and attain the level of hero, or dare I mention, legend. Actual real levels we could hit. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, you must meet with the Angler Master. May doing so prepare you for an exciting and fulfilling chapter in your newly budding life. Alright, we have a new quest in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Completed meeting the king, though, but it's time to go after and meet the Angler Master. With our fancy new duds! Well then, tell me, my keen subject, now you must make your way to your master, post-haste. I wish you eternal luck in your new angler life. I wish you eternal luck in your new angler life. Should you ever become disheartened, you are always welcome to draw strength here at the castle. Just don't, spend all your time just hanging around the castle. I kind of like to do, my wife? Gross. I don't even want to get into that. Ugh. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving the castle, meeting up with the Angler Master in our fancy new duds. Check that out. Just look at that. It's gorgeous, man. That fish hat, it's so good. Love it. Picking up all the ladies. I'm going to pick up all the ladies in Castell when I walk out the castle. I hope you guys are excited for this game, ladies and gentlemen, because I am so stoked. I love Fantasy Life, if it hasn't been obvious yet. But anyway, guys, in the next episode, we're going to go meet our first life master, the Angler Master. It's been nice meeting the king, though, and getting in here with a butterfly as a bow tie. But anyway, guys, we're going to end things off here. Thank you guys very much for joining us on our first adventure through Fantasy Life. I am so excited. From me to you, have a very nice day, and I will see you guys next time.